but these are the chicken breasts from Costco, and they come 6 to a pack, and I believe they were about 20 bucks. As you can see, one's missing. So this is what we use for chicken, and it's so helpful because you have almost an entire week worth of chicken, and you can cut them in individual packs like this and freeze them, and then they don't like all stick together. Gonna rinse the chicken, and then we're gonna cut it in 2 small pieces. Add in some avocado oil, and then we're just going to season the chicken with only salt and only pepper. You wash your knife, you're just gonna slice this direction all the way through. Not all the way through, but to the bottom, but not all the way to this side. You still want this little part to be on, because then this will make pretty good dices. And then we'll just turn the onion this way and go straight down. Pretty good dices. Now we're coming back over here. So now we're just gonna remove the chicken from this and put it into a bowl, because we're gonna use this dish to saute the onion and start making the rest of the mixture. So now you're going to melt some butter. The butter I like is this Kerrygold pure Irish butter. Or I would say this would be like a good 2 tablespoons. Go ahead and heat that up, and then we're gonna toss in our onions. And a lot of recipes call for frozen vegetables, and since I'm using fresh vegetables but frozen peas, I have this like ginormous bag, which we're obviously not gonna use the whole thing, but since we have fresh vegetables, we need to cook them longer. So I'm actually gonna cook them in this instead of add them at the last minute. For me, I like to have the most peas out of the rest of the vegetables, because I feel like when you think of a pot pie, you think of peas. I mean, at least I do. So the onion's in here for flavor, the carrot's in here for a little bit of crunch, and then the peas are in here because they belong in a pot pie. So in this recipe, you can use almond flour. There's another flour also. I forget what it's called. Use regular flour. It just all depends on your preference. So now I'm going to start stirring in the rest of the ingredients. So as you can see, I did add a little bit more butter. So next we're going to add in our milk, our flour, our salt, our pepper, and our chicken stock. This and beef broth. You generally want to use chicken, but this is what we had. So you're going to use 2.5 cups. 1, 2.5. You're going to use a 1/2 cup of milk. And you want to use whole milk generally. 1/3 cup flour. Almond flour, whatever you want. We're going to go ahead and get this all mixed up, and we're just going to let it cook until it gets thick, and then we will add the chicken. So this has been cooking for about 3 minutes, and I just test it to see if it's starting to thicken, and it is. So I'm going to turn the heat down and continue to let it thicken while I work on the crust. I'm going to use the Pillsbury pie crusts. I always mess these up, so I'm really hoping I don't, but you're going to lay one in a baking dish. If you have a round dish, use the round dish. I wipe my countertops off. Going to place it in here, the best that we can. If we need to leave some flopped over, we can, but you want to just put it in the pan as far as it can go. Into the pan, we're going to put our mixture in here, and then we're going to cover it with the other one. And we're going to add our chicken. Whatever spices or seasoning that you prefer. And we're just going to push in the edges and pinch it together with the other crust. And I'm going to put it in the oven on a baking sheet.